I thought the guys played real well today. We came into the day just wanting to be solid. We played well enough the first game, a few too many errors and runners left on, but some of that's a product of, Mines is a great team and they're very well coached. We have the utmost respect for them, and I'm assuming we'll see him in the regional next week. Well, Frankie's got great makeup and competitiveness, and, when you get in those situations, if everything else is equal, we try to defer to who we think are the best competitors or who have at least shown it recently. And Frankie's one of those guys, and he's got a great deal of belief in himself, and we believe in him, and he's really pitching well right now.
Yeah, normally that's not really a problem for me. I kind of just nice and cool and just go right after guys. Just throw every pitch with conviction, and yeah, exactly. Just fastballs, go right after them, and whatever happens, happens. Yeah, I knew he was going to try to. I knew he was going to try to hit a home run first pitch, so I knew I was going to go off speed and keep it down. And if he could hit it out, then good for him. But we saw how that turned out. So
well, we've been hard on these guys. We pushed them hard. We've been demanding, maybe unfair at times, but they've responded. They're great people. I'm so proud of the quality of individuals that we have in our program, from the coaching staff to our players, and their character is what has shown through, and their work ethic and all those things. And so, we have a strong belief in a thing we call the compound effect in our program. And, I think we're seeing the rewards of that right now. We have a lot more we want to do, obviously.
Well, I knew we were going to have to hit to win the tournament, Mine is a good hitting team, and there's going to be a hitting fest throughout. Even Regis was a good hitting team. But, I just next man up mentality. Someone goes down, someone's got to fill in that role. So I just had that kind of mentality and wanted to do good for my team.
Well, I think as a group we committed several weeks ago to just playing as hard as we can. We aren't going to spend much time thinking about mistakes. We address them maybe quickly, but we're going to forget about them and go to the next pitch. At this time of year, that's the only way you can, be successful. Earlier in the year, you're teaching and you're trying to figure things out, but it's late now, and as we tell the guys, we're all in this together, so we need to help each other. Well, I'm really proud of our conference. I'm proud of the coaches in our conference. I think we still get the short end of the stick in terms of respect when you talk about the Sun Belt schools, the warm climate schools, but I think we're slowly changing that, and it's a collective effort. The universities in our conference have done a great job hiring good new coaches. They're applying more resources to the programs, and they're trying harder to win and do things the right way. And yeah, this isn't easy, and we have the utmost respect for all the teams in our conference, and it's going to get better with Dixie coming in the future. So we don't think for a second that we own anything. Every year is a new deal. No question. Mines has great young players. They have a great junior class. Those kids have been together since the beginning of their freshman year, and they're close-knit. They're tough competitors. I'm incredibly impressed with how hard they play. Coach Goodale's done a wonderful job, and I think they're just a great team, and they'll remain to be so in the future. Well, coming out of the early spring scrimmages and whatnot, we had Leahy and McDermott was still healthy at that point, and Milok. But really, I told a lot of people that coming out of the early spring, Cardinelli was the one that had the best early spring. You can ask the kids that had to face him in inter-squad scrimmages, and we went down to UC San Diego to open up, and it just didn't go well, and he had trouble finding the strike zone and different things. But he's continued to work. So, if you find that kid in the strike zone, he might be our best guy.
I came here. I knew when I chose this school, I knew we were a winning school. So I know I came here to win games. So I'm not expected, but I'm glad with how we did and happy with the result. But we still have more. So.
Yeah, like Frankie said, we came here to win. It's a winning program, and we are expected to win this tournament. And we're after regionals. That's our next step is regionals, and we're just going to try to put up a good fight in regionals.
Handle the attaboy. We have a saying in our program, you got to handle the attaboy, and you're going to get a lot of pats on the back and a good job, way to go. And Humility is huge in athletics, and we have to set the stage right now to be able to have success next week. We're gonna continue to do what we're doing, which we've been giving the guys a lot of time off, a lot of downtime. It's a long year, it's a grind, and we want to make sure we have freshness going into the regional, and that we're just playing together. It's as simple as that. Well, I mean, the easy answer is no, but I also know our pitching staff, and we've got really good depth, and we have several kids that haven't, received the opportunity that Kyle has and some others, and there were a couple kids I wanted to get in today that are worthy, but we just aren't enough innings, and so we've got depth, we've got good kids. If they go out and execute, I think we have a chance to do great things. Well, Zach's an important component, and we need his bat. He has the ability to hit. He's been a little volatile this year, and obviously if he's hitting either in the 6 or 8 hole or 7 hole once today, that part of the order, you need run production there. We have a tough middle of the lineup, and those kids tend to get on base, and so Zach ends up being in a little bit of an RBI spot, and that's something that we've looked at heavily. Well, we learned what we talked about in the clubhouse on Wednesday night when we got beat by a good Regis club is, within 3 minutes we had the music on, and we guys were laughing. And now that doesn't happen early in the year, but one thing we've learned is you get to postseason, when the game's over, it's got to be over if it's a bad result, because if you spend too much time stewing on it, it carries into the next day, and you just can't let that happen. So I think these kids can learn that. I know it took me a long time to learn that, probably my first 10 to 12 years of coaching, but we've figured that out at least. To have the best chance to win, you got to be able to let it go and completely forget about it.